and you talked about this concept of polarity, and you did it so beautifully, but I wonder if you could share some of that with our group here today so they can kind of see the tension, but the oneness of those two seemingly opposing ideas,
Yeah, so that
acceptance, hope, and reality.
reality, yeah. Well, and then there are all sorts of other polarities like accept what is and desire more, and rest and activity. So I've listed those out. Now, what the heck is a polarity? So a polarity is, as Dr. Susan was just saying, two seemingly contradictory ideas or actions or things that choosing one of the two really wouldn't serve you in the long term. So they're interdependent, and you need both of them in order to succeed. So I think the easiest one to think about is activity and rest. And it's especially relevant, I think, for living with a chronic illness. You need rest. Rest is so important, but if all you did was rest, it would be no good. Similarly, you need to exercise, you need to walk around. There are so many active things one needs to do in the day. However, if you don't rest, it doesn't work. So, two things interdependent, and you need them both. So, hope and reality. I was inspired to write that because I had read something that Dr. Gavin Giovannoni, which I probably mispronounced, but that's okay, who is, as you might know, is a very prominent MS doctor. He had written something about how once you reach the age of 46 or 45, maybe, chances are nothing was going to get better for you with MS. This is an overstatement of it, but that was what I read that morning. And I was like, oh my God, I'm 46. My life is over. Everything is bad forever. Which was an exaggeration of reality, but it still felt very much like reality. And if I allowed myself to lean so hard toward that reality, like how could I go on with my day? How could I meet with clients? How could I even consider trying to exercise that day? When all I'm thinking is, nothing good's ever going to happen again because I'm 46. And the hope piece is lovely, thinking about, hey, maybe they will figure out how to restore myelin in my nerve cells, and maybe they will figure out how to, I don't know, harness some new drug treatment. Like there's so many maybes that can keep me going. And if I focus only on these very seductive, very sexy maybes, then I'm not going to exercise. I'm not going to take my drugs now. So I have to find a way to lean in both directions without falling down, which is extra hard because my balance is crap. But you get me.
Yeah.
So that's
And
polarities, and you can map them. There are all kinds of fun stuff you can do with them. There's some in the blog, and I'm always happy to talk about them too.
And I actually put a link to her, that particular blog in the chat. So if you'd like to check it out, just hit that link so it opens up for you. And just her general blog, Stumbler blog. I love that. It's a great name.
Thank
So
you.
yeah, and I love that you keep it real. You have learned to acknowledge and have a level of acceptance. Like that acceptance piece is hard. It took
Mm.
years to find acceptance and say, okay, this is the new reality, and I got to just figure my way through it. And there was a quote that I saw that you had written, and I want to read it. You said, "So I continue to stumble forward, living into the paradox of being a regular gal and a unicorn, both mired in and more than my disease and disability. And I feel that quote just really encapsulates who you are, how you've adapted and coped and found your way through something really difficult that most people may never really experience.
Yeah, yeah, thank you. That yeah, I love that quote too. I especially love thinking of myself as a unicorn because that feels good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe my
So,
cane is my horn. Who knows?
yeah.